Hi everyone, it's Millwell here. Welcome back for some more after part 3. This is act number 2, stage 4. Sticking with the same fast team as per usual, just bringing in a team ally there, or faction ally of Tyrese. Give us a bit more HP and HP and attack, sorry. So we'll see how these guys goes. The tactics are staying pretty much the same here. We're gonna target the toughs to get rid of them as fast as possible using that ally trait, and of course also the strongs. As we've got strongs here, we'll see how we go here, how much damage they're doing. Of course my strongs are the arch enemies of the fast, but we should be okay. We've got rid of a couple of them already. Best thing you can do when you come up against your traits opposite is definitely target the one person. As you can see, when their rushes go off, they can actually kill one of your players very quickly. That's why it's pretty lucky that strongs, there's not too many strongs that are multi-hitters. There are a few like 5-star Michonne and things like that, but most strongs are one big hitter, do massive damage to one person, which is good, because the ones that are the multi-hitters like 5-star Michonne and things like that, they can take out a lot of your players at once, but thankfully we only got the one. We're going to leave Tyrese down for now, just purely because I don't think we really need him up at the moment. We're just going to leave him and try not to use any battle items for as long as possible, which is what I try and do until I absolutely really need them, then I use them. And like I said, just doing the same thing here, trying to target the toughs to get rid of them and the strong so they don't get as much time to do as much damage to me. But we're getting through it. They're doing a good amount of damage, which you would expect because they got the Tyrese and also Denise is the leader there. And we'll occasionally use a Molly's rush, which also gives you the upping of attack and also the heal, which is nice. Like I said in the previous video, they're all healers here, so I shouldn't run into too much trouble, even like you saw with them 5 waves of strongs. With having all the healers there, it's if one's not going off, the other one's going off, and they just keep alternating, which is really nice, and a few of them build up really quickly, which is always good. So we're just going to keep going through the storyline here with Negan and the survivors, because he's got this weird little thing going on with Carl, and Rick's trying to get him back. So we're back to zombies. Well, this is the first stage of zombies, stage 5, the first 4 were the people. So like I said in the Act 1, I'm going to use all people with critical aspects to their rushes. So you got Eugene there, you got Rick, Amy does the critical hit, also you got Sophia and of course Eric there, and they all have crits. So Eric plus 30, Sophia plus 30, Eugene is plus 15 or 20, I can't remember exactly, I think he 15 or 20, and then Rick is a plus 12. Amy does the 1 critical hit, so that's why I brought in her there. I just didn't have enough critical rushes to fill the team up, so that's why she's in there. And we'll see how they go. The first wave there, as you can see, they're not making their headshots before their rushes activate. Then you can lose a few players. Well, we only lost 1, the Rick, but we could have lost Sophia also, but she has that tendency specialist skill which allowed her to stay there. So we're just going to activate a few of their rushes now and start using them. And like I said in previous videos, never activate 2 rushes at once expecting them to build up on each other. They do not. You only want to use 1 crit rush at a time, just purely because they don't add up and you will cancel out the other crit rush, which is not really what you want to do because you're sort of wasting that rush and losing the amount of turns you can have them rushes. But they're doing pretty good now that the rushes have been activated, so we'll just activate Eric here, who's plus 30, and they're doing really well and doing the headshots. We'll see how this team goes in the later stages. But that is stage 5 done. Thanks for watching.